We got a bunch of packages in the mail. Let's open them up. What is up, everybody? I hope you all had a great weekend. The Monday blues have set in, but it is another Monday mailbag video. So it was my birthday a couple weeks ago, so I ordered a bunch of Lionsgate 4K steelbooks on eBay just to splurge and just to treat myself, because I am very much addicted to those Lionsgate 4K steelbooks. I'll drive to a different city just to pick up one. So here I have 4 here that I bought from eBay for a reasonable price. Now that the whole $5 clearance 4K steelbooks are there now, I'm feeling a bit annoyed that I paid a bit more than $5 for these, but they're in my collection nonetheless. I'm seeing a lot of people not even being able to find those $5 clearance bins unless you're like in certain areas, and I live near New York, and I haven't been able to see any of those. Anyways, I got a bunch of packages from eBay. Let's open them up. Starting off with is this one, which is from Whitby, Ontario. I got this for a pretty good price. I got this for, I believe, $20 Canadian. So that's like what, 17 US? And that is the Punisher Warzone 4K Steelbook. Very beautiful looking. I love these outer slip cases. Absolutely beautiful. And this is a pretty good film. Like, I remember watching this when it came out, and I was surprised on how graphic it was and how serious the storytelling was. I don't know if this came out before or after the whole MCU kind of thing. I know this is 2008, so this could have been after or before Iron Man, but I remember this having like a decent effect on me, being like, whoa, now we're getting serious. This is a big boy movie, and I was not ready for it. Yeah, Punisher Warzone on 4K Blu-ray, and you remove the clear slip, and look at the colors, dude. Look at the colors. So vibrant, so beautiful. Look at that. And then on the back, we got, what's his name? Jigsaw, Puzzle Face, something like that. You know, with Ray Stevenson recently sadly passing away, I thought I wanted to add this to the collection, because it took him 2 tries before this. They had the really bad Dolph Lundgren film, and then another failed attempt in 2004, I believe. I mean, you know, personal opinion, but I didn't like those movies. And then in 2008, they came out with this really raw and gritty version of Punisher that does not get enough credit. This is a very underappreciated film, which is because what's it called? Maybe 5-6 years later, they made the Netflix version, and that was fantastic. At least the first season. I wasn't a big fan of the second season, but John Bernthal's portrayal as Punisher was fantastic. So that overshadowed this film, which is crazy because this is the one that started, and it came out in 2008. And not many people talk about this film. So I guess because it's not a part of the Sony/Disney releases. This is from Lionsgate. So this isn't, I guess Sony only owns the rights to Spider-Man products, and then Disney owns, well, I guess they didn't own then, this is 2008, right? So they didn't own Marvel back then. So it was leased out to Lionsgate. But yeah, Punisher Warzone on 4K. Now when you open them up like that, it's very, very beautiful. I love the continuing artwork on the front. And then I don't know if this digital code is still in use, because this was used. But if it isn't, because I got it from a local Canadian, so it might not be. Here you go, guys. Click on that. My appreciation for 2.2K subscribers and the recent support on these past videos. So if these worked, let me know down below, because I think they should work. Either that or they're expired. So anyways. But yeah, and then here's the inside artwork. Here are the discs. Let me remove the discs, because I know a lot of people put effort on the actual insert of the disc, and it's just the same thing. You got Punisher, and then you got a continuation of the artwork on there. So boom, very, very cool. Love this steelbook. I love how vibrant it is. I love the colors on it. I'm a big art buff, so I love when it goes above and beyond, because a lot of these that's why I really love these recent lineup of Paramount and Lionsgate 4K steelbooks, is because there's a lot of artistic value that goes behind them. You know, and I will say Scream Factory has released a bunch of really good ones, but these recent ones, things like that absolutely god-awful Magnificent 7 Steelbook, and that even worse fucking Platoon Steelbook. Have you seen that Platoon Steelbook? Horrible, in my opinion, obviously. I don't want to offend anyone who actually likes those, but in my opinion, absolutely disgusting, especially for how much they're charging for it. No. So this is like, what, $24 US? It's like $5 cheaper, if not $10 cheaper, and you get a beautiful looking Steelbook with a good looking 4K. So yeah, very, very cool. Very excited to add this to the 4K collection. One of the earliest Blu-rays I ever picked up was Punisher Warzone. So it comes full circle now that I have it on the 4K Steelbook. So very beautiful, very appreciative to add this to the collection. And then next one was from Mississauga, Ontario, and this one is very, very cool because I haven't seen this film yet. I don't really like modern war films because sometimes they can feel a bit propaganda-y, especially towards certain countries and that kind of thing. I heard this one was a good film. It's made by, I believe, Catherine Bigelow, and that is, you probably already expect it. It is, The Hurt Locker. I heard really, really good things about this. I also got this for a discounted price because the J card is a bit messed up. It's a bit scratched up or whatever, but still worth it because it's absolutely fantastic looking Steelbook, and it's pretty hard to come by, at least here in Canada. But yeah, war is a drug. Nobody knows better than Staff Sergeant James, head of the elite squad of soldiers tasked to disarming bombs in the heat of combat. To do this nerve-shredding job, it is not enough to be the best. You have to thrive in a zone where the margin of error is zero. I don't know why I started talking like a 1940s radio guy. It was not intended to. You have to think as diabolically as a bomb maker and somehow survive, your body and soul intact. Powerfully realistic, action-packed, unrelenting, and intense, The Hurt Locker has been hailed by critics as an adrenaline-soaked tour de force. Tour de France. I want to say Tour de France. Tour de force. A.O. Scott, New York Times, and one of the great war films. So very, very cool. The Hurt Locker, and then you remove the slip cover. Oh baby, absolutely freaking beautiful. Very, very nice. Oh, I love the continuing artwork. I'm just a huge sucker for continuing artwork. And then again, digital code reveal in 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Again, I don't know if this might work or not because these are used, but you never know because these are all from Canadian. So in Canada, we can't redeem these Lionsgate digital codes unless they sold it. So I don't know. I really don't know. Sorry if they don't work, but hopefully they do. Or else I would have wasted my goddamn time. But this is really cool. I like this. I'm getting the Borat DVD release. If you ever bought Borat on DVD, it had those like Memorex like things and like it looks like a fake burnt disc. That's what they went for with this release. Very, very cool. You got the price tag on it. You got the marker on the burned disc. So that's very, very cool. Very, very nice. Let's take out the discs themselves. Hurt Locker Disc 2 on Blu-ray. Keeping that same kind of burnt disc used flea market type of vibe. Ooh, this one's really hard to get out. It's very hard to get out. Ah, Jesus. I always get scared removing these from the pegs. And this is the inside. Just got some bomb detaching, some debombing. But yeah, so very, very cool. Very, very cool. The Hurt Locker on 4K. Whenever I see 4K discs, and especially Lionsgate Steelbooks for a decent price, I tend to pick them up because, you know, it's a pain in the ass to go to the US every time, even though I do get it for MSRP. The gas and then the whole part of going there in the first place will cost and basically end up costing as much. So probably if not more with the whole gas and the fees and that kind of thing. So might as well support local physical media collectors and buy local, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the Hurt Locker on 4K. Very excited to add this to the collection as well. All right, and the last two pickups were from the same seller. This is from Hamilton, Ontario. So we got one here. I paid a bit much for these, but I wanted these in my collection really badly, so very excited to add these. These are the 4Ks that are on the $5 bin, and I spent, I believe, $40 on these. So, but you know what? It was worth it to pick them up. Starting off with is the Saw unrated 4K Steelbook. I already have the other Saw movies on Blu-ray, well, except for Jigsaw. I do have the newest one, Saw 10. But Saw unrated, my favorite Saw movie of the franchise. Honestly, I kind of like the franchise. It's dumb, it's silly, but it's really creative in the way they come up with ideas and knowing that, you know, young filmmakers at the helm of it. So as a film lover myself and who appreciate the aspects of filmmaking, it's really interesting to see what every movie entails, even if, you know, plot-wise or, you know, those kind of things it doesn't really match up to. They're just a fun franchise, even though it is like torture kind of porn thing. But I still enjoy them to this day. And I remember, you know, growing up in the early 2000s, these were like heralded as like, oh my God, dude, it's the Saw movies. You have people chopping off their legs off. Someone dives into like a pool of like dirty heroin needles. It's like, oh damn, that's sick. Oh geez. So it's crazy. But yeah, Saw unrated on 4K. Paid a bit much for these, but you know what? To have them in my collection, I'm very excited. I'm very happy to. Then removing the clear slip, we got here picture of, what's his name? Benny? Tommy? I don't know. I know the guy has like a weird name. And then the back, you have Carl Elwes on the back here with the actual Jigsaw man himself. Not continuing. Oh, it is continuing at work. Okay. So you got the Benny on the front, whatever his name is, and then you got Carl Elwes on the back. But yeah, weird section of choice. I'm not gonna get into why, but interesting that they chose this image. And then for the discs, we got the Jigsaw. Billy, that's his name, Billy. I don't know why I was saying Benny, but here we got Billy, and then we got more artwork on the Blu-ray itself, which is just bloody tiles. Then let's remove the discs to see the inside. Oh, pretty gruesome, yeah. That Saw poster, every time I'd go to the local Blockbuster here, because in my town we had Blockbusters, we didn't really have any other local. We had Roger Video, obviously, Rogers Video, but most of us went to the Blockbuster because it was down the street from us. And it was next to like the Indian grocery store, so usually it's like, I do shopping with my mom for groceries, and then we'd go literally right next door was the Blockbuster. And what's cool about it is that the Indian grocery store bought that location, so now it's still a Blockbuster. It kind of looks like a Blockbuster on the inside, but it's just with like Indian grocery stuff and like that kind of stuff. So it's fun. But on the inside, we have that iconic image of the decapitated foot, or the disembodied foot, which is very, very iconic from the original Saw poster. But yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Saw on 4K. I don't know if they're going to release any of the other movies. I know they did Spiral on 4K. I think Jigsaw was also on 4K too, but I don't know if there's any news. We'll probably have to check on Mid-Level Media's channel if he announced anything about those films on 4K. But they did just release like a Blu-ray version of like the entire film franchise, so probably not. Maybe later down the line, who knows, with an anniversary edition or some of the other thing, right? Because it's 2004, so we're hitting that 20th anniversary, 20 years of Saw, but I guess that's what that Blu-ray set was for. So, but yeah, so Lionsgate 4K Steelbook of Saw unrated. Very, very happy to add this to the collection. And then lastly, the final pickup, again from the same seller. Paid a bit much, but you know what? I didn't know if I'd ever see this in person. And here in Canada, everyone's trying to sell this for like $100, $70. But this was a $5 Steelbook. If you were lucky enough to pick it up, a lot of people are. That's also why. When I found out that they were doing those $5 clearance 4Ks. So a lot of people on Reddit kind of being a little scummy and buying up all of them and then reselling them for like 2,000 times what they paid for. Like some of them are going for $50 or like $100 here in Canada. So not very nice. But so I did end up picking this for $40 again. That is the Sicario 4K Steelbook. Denis Villeneuve. Sicario, Canadian filmmaker, woot woot. But yeah. Oh, the J card is on the other side. But here we got Sicario on 4K Steelbook. Out of all of these Steelbooks, probably this would be my least favorite because it does have that kind of tin, the steel tin to it, which I'm not a big fan of. But I do like the indentation of it. If you see If I can show the light, it shows the kind of debossing or embossing, shall I say. And then it has that kind of colorful gold to it, which looks really, really, really nice. And then on the back, it's the kind of the same thing, but the guns are covering the wolf. So that's very cool. 'Cause I believe that's Josh Brolin's name, right? The wolf? I don't know. I haven't watched the movie in like 5 years, so. But this one does have a digital code, which I will be showing in 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Sicario on 4K Blu-ray. I don't know if these will upload as 4K, but yeah, Sicario, boom. And on the inside, a bit basic. It's just, oh, okay, I see. So the artwork, the disc looks pretty cool. You got like the kind of map of, I guess, where was this? Iraq, Afghanistan? I have no idea. Syria? I don't know. But then you have Emily Blunt's character detailed within that. So that's really cool. And then the Blu-ray disc you got here. I would have liked it if he had Josh Brolin's character on it, but I think this is Baghdad, Iraq. I don't know. One of those countries. And on the inside, you got more schematics of maps and stuff, and boom. No continuing artwork, but I guess it's relative enough. And yeah, so boom, Sicario on 4K Blu-ray. Very, very, very nice. We got the clear slip by itself. Kind of floral pattern that you just go, whoop, and boom. So those were the pickups today. Those were the delayed birthday pickups, because I waited for them all to come in before I wanted to make a video about them. But yeah, we got here 4 Lionsgate Steelbooks. Very, very excited to add these to the collection, add them to my 4K shelf. So hopefully I can do a final Blu-ray, what's it called, update. Because I haven't done a 4K collection video, like my entire 4K collection, also all of these, since 2022. And so it's been 2 years, and I think I've accumulated more than enough. So yeah, those were today's pickups. Stay tuned for that video. And yeah, so those were today's pickups here. 4 Lionsgate Steelbooks. Hands down, my favorite pickup has to be the Punisher Warzone Steelbook, because look how vibrant, and I just love the art around this, and it's very, very cool. So yeah, Punisher Warzone, easily my favorite pickup of this haul. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, because it's free and it means a whole lot to me. We do a lot of fun stuff here. We do hunting videos, haul videos, Monday mailbag videos. We do 4K reviews and rants and all those kind of things. So if that sounds interesting. And I'm also Canadian, so it's a different perspective as opposed to most of the other kind of British or American blue tubers. I'm a Canadian. You don't really see much out there. But anyways, yeah, that was today's video. See you guys next time. Please have yourself a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning. Whenever you're watching this, please stay safe and God bless. Have a good week, guys, and long live physical media. See you guys.